Hi, I promised to do an update video when I receive my results after the Matula tea treatment for H.pylori. We'll start with the fact that I still don't feel any better whatsoever. I feel worse if anything. I've been getting an awful lot of bloating, which is something I don't normally get. Still the nausea, still the gastritis, still not gained any weight. In fact, I think I've lost weight. My skin's got a bit worse. Every symptom I had beforehand is still here now. The burning stomach may have subsided slightly, but it's hard to say really, with it being, over. When I started the tea, it was 2 months ago, a few days ago. In fact, 2 months ago, about a week ago, I think. I finished the course of the tea, waited a month exactly, then got the retest, and now the results are here. I still don't feel. I didn't feel as if the bacteria is eradicated, but apparently it is. I actually phoned up originally to get the results. I dropped off my retest on the Wednesday, and I phoned the following Monday just to see if they were there. It turned out they were, and the lady on the phone said no abnormalities found. She was a secretary, so I assumed I definitely was positive. I was 99% certain the tea hadn't worked based on how I felt. So I put the phone down and I was thinking about it for a minute, and I thought, oh, that can't be right. So I phoned back and I said to the lady, was it definitely the stool sample which was performed? Is that what you're looking at? Is H.pylori not there? She said, no, I'm quite sure, there's nothing showing up on the stool sample. I still was having trouble believing her, even though it was a nice lady, and everything she was saying turned out to be true from their end. But I went to the doctor myself and requested a print off because I couldn't believe it. So I got the print off here. This is, I'd show it to the screen, but my home address is on it and my full name, and not something I really want to put on YouTube. But it says Helicobacter Pylori antibody level not detected. The original result is next to it, and it just says H.pylori antigen, and then with my doctor's name. It also mentions, it's got a few blood tests from the last time I was there. It mentions my vitamin D is 14.7 UG. I'm not really sure what that means, but basically it says it's quite low and suboptimal. So, there's further proof that H.pylori can affect all these different things. Vitamins especially, because as mentioned, I've got stomach ulcer and gastritis. But further to the point now, what this video is actually about, quite unbelievably, I'm now apparently negative for H.pylori. It's great news, I suppose, depending on how you look at it, because now I'm in the predicament where I'm having trouble actually believing it, because I still feel the same. Now, a lot of people are told that if you take the antibiotic treatment, which is the norm, most people usually do that instead of taking herbal things. I took the Matula tea. I've now been told I'm negative. I'm having trouble believing it for two reasons. One, honestly, I doubted the tea's effectiveness, despite buying it, despite paying so much for it. I only did that because of how much pain I was in. I really didn't expect this to work, to be honest. And definitely based on how I felt, I didn't at all expect that, in any way to work. Sorry, the video went off there for some reason. I think I pressed it. I was saying the other reason I doubted this was that I still feel, horrible. But they do say that once you eradicated H.pylori, that, there's a video by David Hompers, I think you pronounce it. I'm sure you've seen him on YouTube if you've been looking at H.pylori things. That if you get rid of the H.pylori, the damage is still going to be there. Now for me, although the burning in my stomach and the nausea and things like this, they're all horrible. For me personally, they're not nice things to deal with, but for me the weight loss, acne, vitamin deficiencies, nausea, joint pain, these are the things that bother me more. When you have a lot of inflammation in your digestive tract, things like that, it sends all your hormones out of balance, it it sends your body going crazy basically. So you tend to, especially if you've had it long term like me, you know, I've had it for years. It went undiagnosed for quite a long time. It really does a number on you. You know, I look like I'm on death's door, and a lot of people are always saying, "Wow, what's happened to you?" You know, say I've not seen someone for many months, they'll say, "Wow, you've lost a lot of weight. What's wrong with you?" You know, I rarely see anybody I've not seen for a while who doesn't mention it. And people as of late have even been saying, you know, you've lost even more weight. So that's another reason I didn't anywhere nearly expect this to be a negative result. But it is good news. If it truly has gone, I'm going to do another retest. Even if I have to pay for it, I'm going to do it. Because obviously, being in the UK, I'm using the NHS, thankfully, to get this stuff done. But I am going to pay for another test, I think, because, you know, if I've had this so long, I don't want to just instantly jump to the conclusion, yep, it's gone, right, let's focus on healing, end of that, because at the end of the day, there is the tiniest possibility that this is wrong. It's very unlikely, but it could be wrong. So I'm just going to get another test, make 100% sure that this worked, that it's gone, the H.pylori, and then focus on healing, I suppose, from there. I almost feel as if there might be something else wrong, just because based on how I feel, but maybe I just need time to get better. Maybe, you know, the damage is done. I think it's, like I was saying, David Hompes, he mentioned, there's a certain way he words it. I think he said, you know, if you cut your arm with a knife, you take away the knife, as in H.pylori, the damage is still there, done by the knife, it doesn't immediately heal. Which makes sense, it makes perfect sense. So, you know, if H.pylori has been in my digestive tract for 2 years, it's caused that much damage that I've even got a stomach ulcer. You know, it's gone from gastritis to an ulcer. Thankfully not led to anything further. You know, it's only been a month, I'm not going to heal instantly, and like I say, the burning has subsided slightly, I think. But what worries me more is all the other symptoms that still seem to be persisting, if not getting worse, the joint pain, the nausea. I'm hoping, as my stomach lining heals, that, you know, they might go away, I might be able to gain some weight, and hopefully my hormones will rebalance, I'll be able to absorb these vitamins again, like vitamin D, vitamin B12, they always seem to come back low for me. As I mentioned in the past, my liver enzymes are always raised. Sorry, I'm reading off this piece of paper. Liver enzymes are raised, platelet counts were low, and all this is signs of, you know, your immune system struggling, your body's not working correctly. And, yeah, you know, the damage is probably still there, but I'm not going to say on this video that I'm confirming that Matula tea has eradicated my H.pylori, because I want to just get one more test just to be 100% sure. I took the Matula tea for a month as recommended. I took probiotics as well during, not all the way through. They recommended a certain brand, and so I wasn't using that brand. I was using my own brand, and probiotics sometimes they tend to make me feel a little bit worse, you know. So for some days I wasn't taking them at all. But I did take them quite often during the course of Matula tea. I didn't eat gluten, milk, any dairy actually, nuts or fish, only because allergies have come back in the past quite high to all of those things, and honestly I feel like I have trouble digesting things like that. I'm probably not allergic to them, it's probably just because my stomach lining is so damaged that anything that's hard to digest anyway, such as milk and gluten, you know, I'm having extra trouble digesting anyway, so I stick to things like vegetables, some fruit that I can digest, and organic chicken. Actually, it's the only meat that I eat anymore. I'd love to eat more, but, you know, I used to eat everything. I used to eat pizza, steak, ice cream, you name it, I probably ate it. I had quite a big appetite before all this, but since then, you know, been gluten-free, dairy-free, and all the rest for well over a year now. And hopefully the H.pylori has truly gone. Hopefully the tea's worked, and hopefully I'm on the road to recovery. It's hard to, you know, try and be so positive. I'm hopefully not jumping the gun, but if it's gone, you know, happy days, I suppose. But let's make sure first. So before I confirm anything, I want to just do another double check, get another test done. I've booked an appointment today with my gastroenterologist to see what he thinks. I'm going to tell him that I didn't take the antibiotics. You know, I might as well. I'll just say I took a herbal protocol. It seems to have worked. and you know, we'll probably get another test done. Whether I have to pay for it, I'll go through with them. I think I'd like to just pay for it, get it done quite quickly, so I know. But I thought I'd do this update anyway to let you guys know that apparently I'm negative from H.pylori after a month's course of Matula tea. I didn't expect that. I don't think many people did that were watching my videos, but for everybody that has and followed this, I hope you found this useful. I'll definitely still be doing more updates, you know, just because I've finished the Matula tea. You know, hopefully a few of you guys will be finding my personal journey with this bacteria and my health. Maybe you'll be finding it interesting. If you've got similar problems, I'll carry on doing this. You know, these videos, I'll tell you what my doctor says, I'll tell you where I'm going from here, and I'll tell you obviously what the next retest says, more importantly. The video's gone to 11 minutes now. I'm not sure what the upload time is on YouTube, so I'm going to stop recording now. If you've got any questions or anything, just let me know and I'll be sure to get back to you. I know there's been quite a few people watching these videos now. You know, not hundreds, but you know, if you've got ill health, even if it can help one person, that's you know, it's worth doing them. Like I said, if you've got any questions or anything, just let me know. Thanks for watching.